Um, Good day. My name is Godwin. We'll be dealing with simple equation. We've had this earlier on, lesson 1. You can check my YouTube for the lesson 1. Simple equation JSS1. Unknown on both sides and checking the solution. We have two unknown. The x here is one side of the equation, one side of the question, and the other side of it you have another x. That is why we call it unknown on both sides. So what you need to do is to collect like terms. Collecting like terms, they will just cross over. We have this one crossing over to this side. Once it crosses, you have -2. It was formerly +2 before, but once it crosses over, it becomes -2. This one will go and cross over to this side. Then you have +2. So when these are subtracted, you have -3, and when these two are added, you have 15. All right, so we need to now now divide both sides by 3. If I divide both sides by 3, three here, you have 1. 3 on this side, you have 1 also. 3 in 3, I have 1. 3 in 15, I have 5. So I have 5, so that's why I have 5 here. So what I need to do, it is now checking the solution. What's the meaning? Anywhere I found or I discover x's, I substitute it for 5. From the equation earlier on, we have 5x before, so that very x has been replaced by 5 because the x is no longer just x. The x is now 5. So 5 times 5, you have 25. 25 minus 4. So at the end of the day, you have 21. On the right hand side, similar thing is done there. It was formerly 2x, but it's now replaced by 5. So if you multiply these two, you have this 10. This 11 still remain 11. If both are added, you have 21. It's telling us that both the left hand side and the right hand side, they are equal. That is, it is balanced. So also we have another example. This is fraction subtracted by 3 equal to 2. So what you need to do to get them together, because it seems separated, so you find the LCM of these very 2, and the LCM of 2 here is still 2. So what do? You say 2 divided by this very 2 here, you have 1. 1 times the numerator, it still comes back to y. That is, anything times 1 still remain that thing. So the subtraction comes down. Then you now say 2 divided, you say 2 divided by 1. 2 divided by 1 still remains 2. 2 divided by 1 is still 2. 2 multiplied by the numerator, which is 3, you have 6. So I need to turn everything to linear to be on this straight line. So I am going to do what is called a cross multiplication. I'm going to do a cross multiplication, and then I'm going to introduce 1 here so that both will balance as fraction. So this one will multiply everything here, multiply all what we have on top. Anything multiplied by 1 will still remain that thing. That is why we are still having y minus we are still going to have anything multiplied by 1 is still going to have the same thing. That is why I have y minus 6. So 2 times 2, we have 4. So if I make subject of formula, this 6 crosses over to this side, it becomes plus 6. Whenever a minus 6 crosses over an equality sign, the sign or the operator changes. So it was formerly minus 6, it crosses over to this side, becomes plus 6. If you add both, you have 10. So checking the answer is simply substituting the numerator, which is y, substitute it for the coefficient of y, which is now currently as equal to 10. So if I put 10 here, I say 2 in 2, I have 1, 2 in 10, I have 5. Alright, so if I do that now, I'll be left with 5 minus 3, and the answer is 2. Alright, for the last aspect, this one is an equation with brackets. So you have a bracket here. So what you need to do, first of all, you need to clear up these brackets first of all before you now collect like terms. After you clear the bracket, it becomes this. The external value here we multiply with what is in the bracket and it opens it up. So what is the meaning? 3 times 3x, you have 9x. 3 times minus 1, you have minus 3. Same thing on the right hand side. 4 times x, I have 4x. 4 times 3, I have 12. So if I collect like terms, collecting like terms now, so this very one, the whole of this will cross over to this side. Once it crosses, it changes to plus 3. It changes to plus 3. Same as this. Once it crosses to this side, it is no longer plus 4x. It will now becomes minus 4x. So now when you subtract both, I have 5x and I have we add these two, I have 15. So I need to divide both sides by 5 so that at the end of the day I'm left with x. Alright, so when we do that, we say 5 in 5, I have 1, 5 in this one, 1, 5 in this, I have 1, 5 in 15, I have 3. Alright, at the end of the day, our x is now equal to 3. So for your question and comments, please put down your comments, like and share, and also subscribe. Thank you very much. See you in the third lesson. All right.